2005 Acura MDX transmission drain and fill. I'm Brian Eslick from Automotive, and I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're doing this at home, you're going to need to either get the front end up in the air with jack stands, or if you're at the shop, go ahead and raise it up and get a bucket to catch the fluid. So now that you got the vehicle up in the air or jacked up high enough where you can get under it, on the driver's side is the transmission. So right here is the drain plug. It looks like this. So what you're going to use is a 3/8 ratchet, and you're going to put it in the drain plug, crack it free, and remove the drain plug and let it pour out. And if the washer is in bad shape, you might want to change the washer, and you want to wipe off all the excess metal on the magnet here that catches any debris, and you're actually going to inspect for any large debris or anything on the magnet, and let it drain completely out for a couple minutes. So after it drains for a couple minutes, go ahead and screw the drain plug back in, and if your crush washer was in bad shape, replace the crush washer, and then you can take your ratchet and tighten it up. You don't want to over tighten these. Just once you got it snug, like a little quarter turn, you know, you can kind of feel it, the washer kind of crush a little bit, and then you're going to lower the vehicle back down. Now the vehicle's back down, we need to get the drain plug out. And if you look on the opposite side of the air cleaner here, so it's going to be right here, look straight down below the master cylinder, you'll see this plug, and on this one it actually says ATF on it. So you'll remove this 17mm bolt. So my setup for getting that plug off is a long 1/2" drive extension and 1/2" drive ratchet with a 17mm socket on it. And these bolts can be pretty tight, and you may even have to use a breaker bar to get it off. So once you get the drain plug out, set it aside, and now what you need to do is get a funnel of some sort down in here, and you need to pour in 3 quarts. The fluid that this Acura MDX takes is ATF DW1. It's made by Honda itself, and this is the recommended fluid for this transmission, and it takes approximately 2.9 quarts. So I was able to get a long funnel in there, and you're going to put, the book actually calls for 2.9 quarts, so put about 2 3/4 quarts in it, and then after that you're going to put the drain plug back in, and then I mean not the drain plug but the fill plug back in, and then we're going to start the car, and we're going to run it through all the gears, starting at park, reverse, neutral, drive, second, first, and then back up to park. And then after that we're going to just let it idle for a minute or two, and then we'll shut the car off. And with the car off, then we'll remove the dipstick that's right here below the radiator hoses with the yellow handle on it, and we'll pull that out. So now that I filled my tranny up, ran it through all the gears, as you can see my fluid level is almost at the second hash mark on the dot here. It's kind of in between the two, and that's about where you want it. So now what we're going to actually do is go test drive the car and make sure the transmission's good and hot, and then when we get back we'll double check it, and if it's where we want it up to is pretty close to the second dot. And if it's a little low, then you can add just a little bit. If it's a little high, then you could drain a little out. You don't want to overflow it, fill it. Overfilling transmissions can actually do just as much damage as running them low. And that pretty much completes the transmission service on a 2005 Acura MDX. I'm Brian Eslick from Automotive, and I'd like to thank you for watching my videos and remind you to subscribe.